Hello, and thanks for checking out today's video. It's going to be about what if Gon went to the Dark Continent. This is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1, there's going to be a link so you can watch the first one. But let me know what you think in the comments, and let's get the video started. With Gon and everyone else still a month away from reaching the Dark Continent, because of the long boat ride, everyone spends their time differently, but most of the hunters spend their time training, or preparing for what they might face on the Dark Continent. Knuckles, Hanzo, and Wing get to know each other by sparring back and forth. Bisky relaxes around the boat, using her nin abilities to help Luodio heal anyone who trains too hard, while Gon and Ging spend most of their time training with Kite and Colt. With all this help, the hunters grow stronger every day, while the Chimera Ants learn the skills they will need to survive and run the new civilization they are starting on the Dark Continent. Gon and Ging are impressed with how strong Kite has become already, relearning his crazy slots technique and increasing his body's aura a significant amount. Kite was even able to help Colt create his own nin ability, where he can emit his aura like a shield, protecting anyone who's inside of it with him. After a few weeks of training and travel, a meeting is called by the mission leader, asking all the hunters to join him in a final discussion before officially entering the Dark Continent. So, the hunters gather in the large ship's dining room and are greeted by the only Zodiac who came with them on the boat, Parston Hill. Ging is furious and starts asking everyone, "What is he doing here? I didn't sign up to be working under this clown." Parston smiles. "Well, you are, so let's not drag this out, Ging. It's time for you to listen, not speak." Ging tries to argue more, but is held back by Gon, covering his mouth and keeping Ging quiet. We're about 6 days from land, and soon it's going to get rough. Some of the monsters in the sea will want to attack us, so we're going to need everyone ready to protect the ship, and at least 2 hunters on guard duty at all times, Parston says. The big creatures will probably be too slow to catch us, but even the smaller ones are dangerous, and the last thing we need is to sink before we even reach land. Ging finally gets away from Gon and yells out, "But why did you come? You don't do anything to help anyone, but yourself. What do you even get out of coming here?" "Well, someone had to be the leader, Ging. That certainly wasn't going to be you. So, why not one of the Zodiacs?" "Don't forget, I was a Zodiac too, and for a lot longer than you were. But you still didn't answer my question." Ging's heavy aura puts everyone in the boat on edge. The same as all you. An adventure. But enough of your questions, Ging. I have more important things to say. Ging angrily slumps in his chair. "So, as I was saying, I'm the lead, but with the Dark Continent being so dangerous, we have to plan for anything, like if someone is hurt, killed, or some of us get separated, so I'm going to be ranking you all so we can have a chain of command. Bisky Kruger will be my second in command, then Knuckle, Brine, after that Wing and Hanzo." Ging goes to throw his shoe at Parston, but is stopped by Gon once more. Parston continues, "For everyone else, I'll write the ranks on the to-do list for tomorrow." Knuckles stands up from his seat and thanks Parston for giving him the opportunity to prove himself, and promises to whip everyone into shape before they reach land. Everyone sits in awkward silence before Parston thanks him and asks him to sit back down. "Okay, Knuckles, thanks for that rousing speech. That's all for today, except for Ging. You're on guard duty tonight. So, get some rest, everyone. Y'all will need it." Parston returns to his room, thinking, this is going to be fun messing with Ging. I'll probably rank him last just to make him mad. And when we dock the boat, I'll leave Bisky in charge for a while so I can find what I'm really looking for. I'll just have to make sure Ging's not following me too closely. Parston laughs to himself and continues making his plans for the rest of the night. But, back in the dining room, Bisky is forcing Ging to take his guard duty seriously, and telling him to stop arguing with Preston. It's just making the trip awkward. "I just know he gave me guard duty just to piss me off. The same with the ranks. I bet he did it just to mess with me. He'll probably put me last." Don't worry, Ging. You and the Beast Hunter are going to split the job half and half. Sorry, what was your name again? Bisky kindly asked the 1-star Beast Hunter. Chris, he says in a deadpan voice. That's it? Bisky asked. Yeah, just Chris. Okay then, Ging, you take guard duty for 4 hours, then he'll do the next shift for you. After that, I'll make sure you have a day off. Chris agrees, and so does Ging, after a quick talk with Gon. As everyone else leaves to go to sleep, Ging walks back and forth around the boat, using his inn to surround the boat in his aura so he can tell if anything gets too close to the boat. Ging does this for several hours until Chris comes to take his place. It's been a boring night tonight, but stay safe. I don't know what's out there, but I feel like something keeps brushing my aura. But it never got too close. Okay, Chris tells him as he grabs a chair and sits down. Ging releases his inn and starts heading to his room, but almost immediately he hears and feels something slam onto the boat. He turns around and sees 2 large, lizard-like birds standing where Chris used to be, with one of them having already swallowed Chris whole. Ging stands surprised. Did they wait for my aura to go away to attack? Ging springs into action, emitting a blast of Nin at the monsters. Ging's suspicion is confirmed when both monsters dodge the attack by flying in the air. Wow, Ging says out loud. They can see the Nin, and they react just like it's natural for them. The monsters on the Dark Continent are going to be tough. One of the monsters swooped down, trying to eat Ging with a single bite. Ging jumps in the air, easily avoiding the attack, but is struck by the other creature, who was using the night as camouflage. With the beast so close, he was able to unleash a huge punch, enhanced by his Nin, to knock the animal unconscious and into the sea below. Ging readies himself for the second monster to attack, who lands on the boat and is slashing and swinging at Ging, who expertly bobs and weaves out of the way. Ging tries unleashing another punch but stops before it connects, as he sees the monster's body oozing acid. Ging steps back as the monster starts shaking and spitting acid at Ging, burning through the boat's metal walls. Ging, still impressed but not worried, launches his final Nin blast that bulldozes the beast, knocking it into the water along with the other one. Ging composes himself as Gon and Kite walk out to the ship's deck. Are you okay? Kite asks. Of course he is, Gon tells Kite. But what was attacking the ship? Gon asks. Ging tells them some monster, but it wasn't too strong. It got Chris though, poor guy. Who's Chris? Gon asks. It's not important, Ging tells him. But you two go get Bisky while I watch the boat. Kite and Gon rush to Bisky while Ging watches over the ship, thinking of the monsters he just fought. Well, if those were the ones out here hiding from the real monsters, I can't wait to fight whatever's living on the Dark Continent. Bisky arrives and talks to Ging and tells him to rest for tomorrow and finds a replacement for guard duty. The next day, the story spreads aboard the ship, forcing anticipation to grow in each person who was there waiting. As the days pass, the group officially makes their trip and reaches the Dark Continent. Preston leads everyone off the ship, and speaking to the hunters and the Chimera ants, he tells them it's time for the real work to begin. That's it for today. I hope you liked the video. Check out some of my other ones if you did, and remember, leave a like, comment, that all really helps out. But yeah, have a great day. Talk to y'all later.